And I mean, like we've brought this up before, but I think my favorite part of that whole argument that people get frustrated with those horoscopes is like, oh, they all apply to everybody all the time. No, like, they
Yeah.
many of them do apply to several to a single individual at once. But my argument is that it's probably because you have a major planetary placement within those zodiac signs that causes that to be influential on your life and
Right.
apply to you,
Right.
right? Because there are at least three, potentially three different signs that'll affect you incredibly deep that you wouldn't necessarily think of because it's not the season that you were born
Right.
in, right? So for me, as an example, I was born in October, just on the cusp of the end of Libra into Scorpio. So like for me, I should look at Libra and Scorpio, both.
Right.
But not only that, like if I look at the rest of the placements, the ascending sign, the sign that's rising into the sky at the time that I was born, not just the day, not just the month, but the
Mhm.
time, it's Aries. And so like that is more of a physical embodiment for how I present to the world. Is more of a
Mm.
warrior, right? And so like I have to look at that. Like I have no choice. Like more oftentimes that applies more to my life than Libra does. But then I also need to pay attention to Pisces because that's where my moon sat when I was born. So like I have an incredible amount of depth with my emotionality. I can stay surface level. I can stay in these nice warm surface waters where everything's colorful and sweet and there's abundance of food and lots of things happening, but it's also very tumultuous, right? Things are
Mhm.
moving constantly. The waves, people are driving across with their boats or jet skis or whatever, right? People are swimming in it. There's an abundance of other life forms in there. But if you go to the depths, right, which is where Pisces tends to be because it's the last symbol in the zodiac before we restart over with Aries,
Oh.
is this understanding that the ocean is both shallow at the shores and incredibly deep in the trenches.
Mhm.
So like I have this understanding of where like some of the darkest parts of reality reside because had to live through them, right?
Mhm.
Near death experiences, Me Too moments, like all this shit. Like I've
Right.
had to experience these things, persecution, bullying, like all of that stuff. Like it's made me stronger, but it's not necessarily the things that people want to talk about at all times. So sometimes you just have to
Right.
rise out of those depths so that people can, feel nice, feel warm, feel fluffy, feel like
Totally.
they can skirt across the top of it without having any problems on a surfboard or something like that.